Yeah,
start?
when I first started here about 11 years ago, the company was using an old AS400 system. Very, very tedious, very, very difficult to train a new employee on. Once we implemented SAP, we found that everything is so easily accessible from every screen. When you start a new employee, it's very, very quickly that they can become acclimated with the system and actually use it effectively on a day-to-day basis.
Very cool. So what do you do standing right here?
Well, for me, I look at what orders are coming in. My technical director title has a lot of different functions. Customer service is under me, logistics, the shipping and receiving is under me, quality control is under me. So I manage all those primarily from here. I'm out in the plant a lot, but using this, I use the sales function, the inventory function almost religiously throughout the day. I was one of the persons here with Marian Bauer, our VP. When SAP was integrated in here, we were the two lead people on that. So she takes care of the accounting portion of it. She's very, very well versed in that, and I'm more versed in the kind of the hands-on part. You know, the movement of product within the facility, the shipping, receiving, things like that, the customer service, order entry, you know, deliveries, invoicing, credit memos, all that.
And you kind of watch that all day long?
Yeah.
So do you have any kind of alerts that pop up and let you know things are going on, or do you just have your custom
Pretty much
reports and
more,
queries?
The way that mine is set up is more for inventory shortages, so that I can alert the purchasing department if it looks like something has been ordered in time. We do a very big spare parts business here, and those are kind of the things that I look for here. It'll also alert me to if I see something, I'll actually go out to the location and do a quick count on it. Just to make sure that the inventory count is correct.
That's a good idea. So do you actually do cycle counts, or have folks that do counting and fill it out, or you just...
Throughout the year we do. There are certain items though, especially we don't sell as much power equipment as we used to. So those parts kind of get in short supply, but we don't want to over order. So I usually go out and I'll do the verification myself, because I'm not talking more than 10, 15 parts in each bin. This is our manufacturing warehouse back here. What we'll do is we'll blow the tanks for the handheld sprayers and keep about a month's supply. We always want to make sure that we have plenty in stock just in case the machine were to go down, so we continue production.
How many different models do you produce?
Well, we probably do about 24 different models, you know, and there are variations off ones. Like our 3-gallon tank, we probably have 8 or 9 models that we produce with that one tank, but for different applications too. Different types of seals go in them, different pumps, different features on the end. We work with a lot of U.S. parts, but we also bring parts in from our parent company in Germany. They're probably our biggest supplier of parts, assembly parts. And then we also get some products in from Taiwan, seals and things like that, nozzles we get from Taiwan.
How do you mark your warehouse space? Do you have it down to the bin level?
Actually, we don't here. Nothing like that. In our parts area, we do, because that's a little more intricate in there. But here, there's there's not like 100 parts for every sprayer. There might be 20 parts, and we use them so often, and we get them in such quantity that it's very easy to find.
So do you just basically have a warehouse and it's in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
everybody knows. You know, anybody who runs a forklift out here, they're very well versed in where everything is. We have some sub-assemblies on offsite. There's an outfit called Versability Resources, about 2 miles from here, and they use challenged adults. You know, so we do a lot of business with them. What they'll do is we have parts bags that go in every single sprayer. They'll assemble the parts bags. They assemble some of our pumps and caps, things like that. And
So
their accuracy rates.
You take
great.
in the materials, or do you have everything kind of drop shipped to them?
No, we take it in because most of the stuff comes in container load here, and then what we'll do is we'll send wire baskets full of parts over to them, and from that they'll pull and do the
And
assembly.
they'll return you like
Finished
these
product.
these packaged goods here.
Yeah, so they'll do a package. It's got the owner's manual in there, the cap, the filter basket, a set of nozzles in there. So, and they just do a great job. Their accuracy rate is phenomenal. manufacturing area. We have 2 blow molding machines. We do handheld tanks, and then we also do our backpack tanks. Our backpack's probably our biggest seller. That's the one we're most known for.
So you've got 3 different blow moldings going on.
2 on the backpack tank. Yep. 6 big handheld tanks over here. Polyethylene tool will come down over the blow mold. Mold blows it. Take the pressure, it blows it. Polyethylene out. Any of the excess, then all that tank will then go over to the assembly station.
That's right. It comes out with the first piece of metal already molded into it.
Right, that's what the robot puts in. That's what the tank is in. It's about 2 pounds of plaster and we recycle, mix it back in.
Now, does it get reground? And then it gets turned into that melted sleeve looking thing?
Yeah, what it does is it goes through a grinder over here.
Yep.
Then it gets pumped back in, mixed back in.
Where's the grinder?
This one over here. Just pulverize it into.
Oh, it's inside that thing?
Yeah, it's really loud. So from here, what he'll do is he'll take a tank, put it up on the machine here. They press the pump in, goes over to another machine. They'll drill a hole for the bottom shaft, insert the bushing, insert the shaft to it. Then it'll go further on the assembly station here. They'll press the test it. Put a metal ring around it, so that the tank as it cools will stay perfectly round at the top.
How do you receive your finished pieces at the end of the day? They end up with a number of boxes or a number of pallets worth, or how?
Well, individual sprayers bought stuff on pallets. These particular type, we do 60 to a pallet. It goes into a kind of a holding area. Then in the morning, it's received by the receiving department. We'll make our pump over here for the backpack sprayers. On this side, we'll make the pumps for the handheld sprayers. We'll make the
What's the process for making the pump?
just basically assembling the different parts to the pump.
Okay.
There's
And
a spin weld process that goes through for the upper and lower parts of the cylinders.
do you mold the small things here, or do you get them like that?
These bricks and most of these are
Okay.
We'll do different types of package parts on this line here. so it'll hang up in a store.
So they take the raw pieces and
And then it's shrink wrap.
shrink wrap onto the. Oh, yeah, neat.
Yep.
And how is that handled through the system in terms of where their work order is, and then
Yeah, the production work order that's put in. Then what they do is when they actually receive it into production, you close the production, it's actually put into inventory. So the individual parts come out, and the package part goes in.
so do the raw materials get issued, or is it kind of backflushed?
Not backflush.
Yeah.
But we do all different types, from fairly large parts like assemblies, one and shut-off valve assemblies, to the smaller parts that are the repair kits.
What would you say your inventory turns are through here?
We'll turn these probably, because we order such large quantities from Germany, it's generally about a 3-week supply. So we turn pretty often.
So do most of your orders come in via EDI, or do you have a mix of phones or just emailed in POs?
Our larger customers, come in. The orders come in EDI. We do a lot of individual customer business. We do some smaller accounts. Chains, say smaller chains within a state, something like that. Mom and pop operations, individual customers. Our website, obviously.
Yep.
So
how do the orders come in if they're going to come in manually from a small mom and pop?
usually they'll watch stuff.
Oh.
They'll sometimes people send us an email. They'll call us. A lot of phone calls with orders.
And the sales guys just punch the order straight into SAP?
Yep. The orders coming on the website since we put the new website up.
So the web import application's working pretty good?
Yeah, very well.
Good.
Jeff is at the 2% 15. So because
Thornton will actually work on the units in the back, so he'll pull whatever parts that he needs to repair them, and then we'll send them back out to the customers.
So what are they doing right here? It's just create a pick list?
Yeah, this is Mike Curtin, our supervisor. He goes through the orders in there and prints the pick tickets out so that he can manage that on a daily or weekly basis based on when the customer wants it to be delivered.
So this is one of your shipping stations?
Yeah, this is where we do the SAP out here as far as shipping in the system. What they'll do, they'll take the pick tickets, we'll print labels, for the different items so they can be individually bagged and tagged, and they'll actually pick the orders, pack them in cartons, come here and do the delivery. One copy of the thing goes in the package, the other copy is attached to the pick list. That goes back inside so that the product can be invoiced.
What are you using for your label printers and stuff?
It's a Zebra printer up here, the ZM400. It's working really well for it. And Acumen actually set up the label program. So what it does is it prints one label that has the address, our address, and the customer's address, and then individual labels for the parts. 5 of this, 4 of that, 1 of this. And that's worked out really, really well. So, and it's so simple. He brings up the sales order. He clicks copy to down at the bottom, copies it right to the delivery, and it's a done deal. Prints out 2 copies automatically. Again, the ease of use has been the big thing here. It's coming from the AS400 system, like I said, to this, night and day difference. It really brought us into the 21st century as far as. Here he is, he's got to print some extra labels. We do a big Amazon business, so Wednesday is our Amazon shipping day. So all Amazon stuff they have very special requirements as far as labeling, packaging, and things like that. So that's the reason for the many labels that he printed, because it has to be on all 4 sides of every pallet that goes out of here.
Can we see what that looks like?
Sure. These would be the labels that the Zebra prints out for Amazon, and then Amazon requires an SSCC label as well. That way they can scan it when it's received in. So we also do the packing list manually on the delivery so that each individual package, it shows exactly what's in it, the box is numbered, there's the SSCC code on it, so it really speeds up everything at Amazon's end. A little time consuming for us, but so much easier with SAP.